Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So Georgia's offense in a tricky spot here thanks to that poor return. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Back to throw. It's Selvia. Quick throw to his receiver. The senior quarterback, lucky he didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. It's caught downfield. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pocket breaking down. Has no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up. The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. First punt of the game now. Looking to pin him back deep. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds, takes the returner out of play. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Rebels come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Here's the snap, looking to throw, and they get the completion. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Rebels hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Scanning the field, it's Selvia. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Third down, out of the shotgun. And the receiver's got it. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Oh, and he fumbles. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Offense getting set. It's second down. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Tight end makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On third down, it's a handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. So as we begin the second quarter, the first play will be a field goal try. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. To throw, it's Sanders. It's a quick grab. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Snags the quick throw. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on the completion. And the Rebels looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the point after is right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Looking for the wideout. And he's got it. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Finding space at the 20. The ball is loose. Defense has got the football.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but it's also recognized the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's running out of time here. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He'll hand it off. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. Running back with the football. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple of touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And now the handoff. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it to the back. And the Rebels are looking to keep this drive going.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. To the air, it's Sanders. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Pass complete. It's second down now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He made good on his first attempt. This one is from 40 yards away. And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. We got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Back to throw. It's Sanders. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The Rebels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Tailback with another carry. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half versus this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. And the Rebels pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense is coming after him. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. And the Rebels will look to convert here on 4th down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
after the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Tight end goes in motion. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Catch made on the sidelines. It's a short gain, but enough to move the sticks. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. It's a shotgun run call.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back, it's Selvia. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Here comes the bunch formation. Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Throw to the running back in the flat. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play action here on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made quickly at the 9, but now it's first and goal. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Hold it.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. And Kirk gets Ole Miss on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
And he finds his tight end for the catch.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And we're able to get him down.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
Launching one to the end zone. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. Back to pass. It's Sanders. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll work the clock here with the running game. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Try and muscle for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be fourth down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. And we'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this fourth down play.
The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. And he lobs it deep down the middle. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looking to throw. It's Sanders. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he pulls it in for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Rebels. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Checks this down to the running back. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Selvia. Trying to create here on the move. He makes the grab. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense is clicking and the defense just searching for answers now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And he's tackled after the catch. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. To throw, it's Sanders. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Rebels will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. That ball snagged for a completion. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team brings him down as time runs out. That'll do it. Game over. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.